more ready for my stream and that's why you're last in the game.
Oh, called out. Ooh,
It's the truth. It's the truth.
You got me.
Uh-oh.
Caught me red-handed.
But, okay, that all being said, welcome back, guys. It's been a hot minute, but we're here in session 7 of A Silent Echo. Where last we left off, we had a pretty gruesome fight with some things, some life or death situations, all sort of caused from opening a door and throwing a rock at someone.
Just a reminder, who did that again?
Do you want to do the recap this time, Euro?
Yeah, let's do the recap.
Who threw the rock? What happened? What happened?
So we were having a great time in a tower. I think we started in the tower last session.
Yes.
Cecil comes across a teleporting stone, and of course, wanting to investigate it further, grabs it. Gets teleported outside, falls, and then releases
was able to get
it.
himself back in time, pretty okay, without any like nasty consequences.
Suddenly he becomes the bad guy. Even though later on the fucking rat almost kills us all, because instead of going forward, we decided to go back for some reason. And almost commit suicide. Any objections? All right, moving along. Yes,
there was some stuff found out in that tower. Among them was one of the teleporting magic balls that seems to have been used in the construction of this tower, as well as a couple of journal entries describing some of how this tower was made and what had possibly been going on in the tower beforehand. Afterwards, though, you guys decided to move back up and investigate just what was going on with this tower in the banquet room. And not good things. That's what you guys found out. Not good things. But from here, where would you guys like to go?
We want to loot.
Oh yeah, also as a quick thing for anyone watching, Luna is currently muted, so you will see Cecil possibly having arguments with himself on screen today, but know that that's Snickers. Sorry, besides that, what do you guys want to do?
Talking to himself.
You wanted to loot? Sorry, you're really quiet there.
Yeah, loot.
Okay, then we can go into the looting session. So let me get my fucking loot music playing. If I could get my playlist. Did I not save my loot music playlist? Wow, that's okay. Well, we'll do some spooky looting for now. I don't want to hold things up. So we'll go around the table for whoever would like to go first. What you guys are going for, what you're looking for, and remember that the looting minigame is still in effect if you would like to. We'll start with Euro. Are you looking for anything in particular, or would you like to try your luck at going for more than one item by playing a little bit of blackjack with me?
I'm not looking for anything in particular. I would just like to loot something.
That doll right there? That's
Okay.
mine. Don't touch it.
I'd like to loot this doll right here.
No! These bunkers.
Okay, so
Just kidding, this one.
you're not looking for anything in particular. So what you're gonna do for me is you're going to probably just give me a straight up perception roll to see what you can grab. What catches your eye?
One perception roll. Coming right up. I don't have the button for that. What the fuck? Hold on. Technical difficulties.
A 3!
Perfect.
Unfortunately, everything seems to have been rotted wood around you from these dark energies that feel a little too natural to you now that you finally unleash them.
Second 3 in a row, I've gotten.
Who would like to go next? Luna or Cade?
I'll go.
Okay, Cade, what are you looking for? Anything in particular?
A health potion, for God's sake.
A health potion. Okay, and would you like to try and go for more than one item? Or even after this item, you can still decide if you'd like to go for more afterwards.
Let's start with one, and then I'll decide if I can.
Sure thing. Go ahead and roll me that perception. See if you can find it amongst these.
Boy, oh boy. Oh boy.
A 15. A 15 will indeed find you a potion of healing.
Thank God.
That will get you 2d4 plus 2. Now, would you like to try and go for more?
If I go for more, I risk losing these, right?
Yes, you do.
Nah, I'm good.
Okay. Then we go on to Luna. Are you looking for anything here?
Oh, absolutely. I'm looking for a potion of healing.
A potion of healing as well. Okay. Would you like to try and go for more then? I will reiterate, even if you get a natural 20, you will only get one item if you do the one thing. If you are playing blackjack, there is a chance you can get multiple.
No, I've gambled enough.
With our lives.
I'm
The gambling
sorry.
gods sigh. They enjoyed what happened last time at least.
Oh my God.
Cool. Go ahead and give me a perception roll. A 19! Would you look at that? You found yourself a potion of greater healing. That will deal 4d4 plus 4. Now, if you two can do me a favor with these, Cade, what does your potion look like? What does it smell like? What's it made of?
Purple. Smells like lavender.
Ooh,
I hate the
purple
smell of
lavender. Does it, would you say that the viscosity of it is sort of watery like a tea, or is it sort of like thick like a sludge, like grape medicine?
Blood.
Ooh,
Like
so
medicine.
you found a sludgy lavender potion to help heal you up a little bit. And Snickers, you pick up this odd bottle in front of you that seems a little bit stronger than what Kate picked up, but what does it look like? What's it smell like?
Wow, it looks like a gray mush with some black flecks in it. When you open it, it kind of smells like a cookie, but not a cookie of this world. Yeah.
Not a cookie of this world. That's a terrifying phrase, actually. Like, that terrifies me more than it should.
Well, it's you can tell it's a very popular cookie and maybe in another world, but here it doesn't exist.
Okay,
it just
so
makes you go oh a lot. But
wait, are you trying to say that you have like an Oreo or?
not an Oreo. No. It's a gray, like very heavy liquid. It's very dense.
So it's a
some may
liquid, but it
say-
smells
yeah.
like cookies.
Yes, but it's very cold as well. Some may say it's easier to sip if it was warmed up a little, but you
Wow,
know.
Are you referring to something like actual, like in our world? Because if so, I do not know it.
It's an Oreo shake.
Oh, an Oreo shake!
I was about to say oatmeal?
Yeah, I was like, is this like a weird oatmeal that's been mixed with blueberries or something? But-
Ew, no. Honey. No, Oreo.
okay, so you found basically an Oreo shake on one of these dolls. Cool.
Yeah. Snickers doesn't know if it's if the black flecks are rot or not because you know these dolls who knows how long they've been living.
Actually, if with your perception roll, both of you would be able to see this. Although Cecil's sort of like still in awe at the dark energies swirling around the rotting corpses of these now puppet bodies. But you two notice that on the table here, all of the food that looked preserved before has quickly started coming back to the ravages of time. It is not fully rotten yet, but all the food that was here, that was pristinely laid on the table, seems to be quickly becoming a rotten state, as if every second is a day, every couple seconds becomes a week, and so forth, before you find a whole table of rotted food before you.
I was gonna say, quickly, Snickers, grab something to eat.
I'd be like,
I mean, you can still go for that. You can still do that.
rewind, remind, rebind, refined, red blind, mankind.
Find the red one. Find the red one.
Resigned. I know.
Resigned.
That
Yep, that's the last part of that stanza.
That's the red one. Go get it.
Well,
That's the
no.
right one.
Can I do an investigation on the dead dolls to see if maybe one was what's it called? Looked more like their leader than the others.
You would not be able to get that from an investigation check here. They all seemed like they were equal in value.
Can I investigate this one?
Sure, but again, none of them looked like they were the leaders.
But I'm not looking for the leader.
What are you investigating?
Hang on, referencing my notes.
Refencing?
Yeah, I heard refencing
my-
as well, and I'm like, I know she means referencing, but
Don't worry, I'll be that guy.
thanks. Appreciate it, Cecil. You really are a paladin.
Oh, I didn't write it down. I'm upset.
Wait, do you know
mind.
something that you were trying to look for? Okay, never mind for it.
Yeah, never mind.
Aww.
I wanted to check something.
Oh, okay. Before you do, just one quick thing. As you two have been looking for some of that, Euro, Cecil, still gathering himself after that fight, finally having unleashed some of the other side of himself, hears, "You haven't had enough. Give yourself in more if you wish to overcome these obstacles." Anyways, Luna, you said you were looking for something?
Can I get a speech to text of that?
Oh, sorry, did it just go back? Here, okay. There's basically a voice speaking in your mind that was... Oh, wait, really quickly, before I just tell you, tell me if this sounds better. Hello.
You know what? Let me just turn down the watch together. That'll probably help immensely. Okay, go ahead.
Hello, this is another test speaking in your mind. Test 1, 2. Did I find the right brain to talk to?
Oh my god, the voices are trying to find the right voice to speak in my mind with. This one sounds better, yeah.
You were too weak that last battle. You haven't given in enough. If you wish to have the power to overcome these, the true power to stand up like your parents did, give in more. Is there anything that you'd like to respond with or think about before I go back to Luna?
Cecil sighs internally.
Okay, understandable. Luna, you said you were wanting to look at something else here, right?
Yes, so... Hold on.
Man, does the mass voice really not work with Discord? That's so sad.
I wanted to check. If the dolls, if like we could tell what made the food start to age really quickly after killing those dolls.
You will need to give me an Arcana check, or let me quickly check, or a Nature check.
Okay, Arcana, baby, let's go. Did I do it? Oh, we did not go.
You did not go. Unfortunately, it seems that whatever has held these in a temporal stasis, as well as it being lifted, is beyond your knowledge of magics.
Yeah, it makes sense. Snickers has no knowledge of magic.
All you know is, that's not how nature works. That's not how it works over in the hunt.
That's weird. Usually food decays a lot slower. We can save it for winter.
Not this time.
Yep.
Cool. For now, the August winds rustle through the cracks and the crevices of the stone, and you feel a cold wind come over you three. Would you like to maintain here, or would you like to continue on?
Snickers wants to check under the table.
Okay, sure thing.
For Jinhua.
She is not there.
Okay, we can move on.
Snickers doesn't even have to bend over to look under the table. You literally just hopped off the table and at eye level could see underneath it, and fortunately it was just dust.
Unfortunately, really.
Wait, so Real walks over to the table and would like to sniff the food to see if it was actually fake. Or,
okay.
Like,
you can give me
if
either
it
a
smells of
perception
anything.
roll or a nature roll.
Snickers scrunches her face at Real. Like, I would not smell that if I were you.
11. Ugh. Pungent, sticky odors start wafting up to your nose, overflooding your senses.
Okay.
You feel the mix of rotted vegetables and meat combined together into a sludge of smell.
Okay. Oh my god. Goodbye, guys. Alright. I'd like to take my potion before we head off.
Okay, feel free. That'll yours was a 2d4 plus 2, correct?
Yeah.
Cool. Then go ahead and roll. Five. Get yourself 5 HP. Why? What's wrong with that? You're in double digits now, right?
Was full health the last fight.
We could probably take a short rest at some point.
You could take a short rest. That is absolutely true. A quick thing, Rill, since this is your first campaign, the others, I was waiting for them to bring it up, but if this helps for it, you do have short rests. They last about like 30 minutes in length, where it's just you guys sort of like relaxing, sitting down, not being too strenuous, and that does give you a chance to heal up. You only get a limited amount of short rest before you need a long rest, however.
So that means we can gossip for 30 minutes. Just kidding.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we do that 30
Yeah.
minutes IRL. There's no fast forwarding in my games.
Makes sense.
Awesome. I'm ready. Can we take a short rest now?
It's up to you guys. Does the party want a short rest?
I want a short rest.
Party would like a short rest.
Cool. You guys are more than welcome to take a short rest. As you're in the sort of like safeties of this banquet hall, you can close the doors and feel pretty safe that nothing will come and harm you here. Now, Rill, on your sheet, you should see a button at the top that says short rest with a little campfire. And what happens is that you'll have a number of dice in there, like little squares. Because you are both a ranger and a druid, you can pick up to one of those classes. The druid being a 1d8 plus 1, or the ranger being a 1d10 plus 1. And you just basically click on one of the squares to say how many dice you want to use up, and then you roll that hit die to see how much you heal.
Wait. Let me do the one.
Do I do the same?
Yes.
Okay.
Do I do the roll hit die or the take the short rest button?
So, on the first, what you're going to do is on the short rest, you'll see the squares. Click in how many of that dice pool you want to use.
Okay.
Because that's your whole pool for until you need a long rest to reset them.
Got it.
So if you want to just use one, click on one so it's red, and then on that row, click roll hit die. Cool. Now that you've done that, you can take your short rest. So
It only counted 1d10. What? Let me do that again.
did it only count 1d10 of yours? Did you click more than one?
8 plus 4.
8 plus 4 then. And Luna got back 7, and Cade got back 10.
That's more like it.
Okay, why does it say I'm at full HP?
Because you healed before that fight.
Yeah.
Before the fight ended, you had a greater potion of healing, and you brought yourself back.
Yeah. All right, I never did the thing. Just pretend like I never did it.
I'm down for that. I'm totally fine for that.
My short rest
Yeah,
didn't work, so I'm just gonna add it in manually. The 7 hit
All
one.
good. No worries. These rolls aren't real. You're lying to chat. How could you do this? And then
Are we allowed
Cade,
to
you healed
wander?
yourself up by 10. So you're only 3 hit points off of your max health. Good for you. Cool. So 30 minutes have passed. You guys were able to sort of rest, relax. It seems you all sort of took to different areas of the banquet hall as you just needed some alone time from everything after something like that to regather yourselves.
Stayed at the door.
Oh my god. Can we investigate this?
You want to
piano?
investigate our organ?
Yeah, the organ.
Sure.
Okay.
Roll me an investigation. Are you looking for anything in particular?
Ooh.
So, what I was thinking is during the short rest, Snickers starts to just hit the keys.
Okay.
'Cause she's like unsure of how to say sorry. Just Cecil.
As Snickers sort of parks herself before the tall, grandiose brass pipes, staring at as they glint off an unnatural sheen that shouldn't be available in a dark, dimly lit place like this. But luckily enough, the reflection of these pipes of the organ are enough to illuminate the keys, and you gently, timidly press on one before going full force on one of the keys before a loud, ringing D-sharp plays. Not exactly understanding how this works, you reach over to your left and a G-flat before a B minor until you're sort of just playing with a couple of the keys. Not really making any rhythmic sense in order, and also just not exactly sure when to press hard, when to press softly. So you get varying intonations from pianissimo to fortes, before it seems that you've gathered the attention of the rest of the party, who gather around you as you press randomly on these keys.
I'd like to start playing Bohemian Rhapsody.
Okay, go ahead and roll performance for me.
Oh, Cecil would like to join in at the parts where it's like, you know, Scararoos, Scararoos.
Can you do the fandango?
I'd like to roll performance also.
Sure, yeah, you can roll performance for me. 14? Okay. So, before long, you seem to have gained quite, okay, sorry.
Thunderbolt and lightning!
Very, very frightening me! Before long, you're able to get sort of used to this instrument. Maybe it's the bard in you. Maybe it's just the musical integrity of this grand machine that lays itself barren before you, allowing you to play it like the maestro you've quickly become to be. But you quickly take it up and a tune comes to your head of Bohemian Rhapsody that you play pretty well, only missing a couple of the keys. And that next phrase is supposed to be over here, so you start playing that when you see Cecil like singing some of his own lyrics as you rush to keep up with him from his Galileo's. And yeah, you're able to play Bohemian Rhapsody with Rill sort of came in at various parts with a mew before Daggers of Cecil sort of quieted her.
Yeah, Rill was trying to sing Hungarian Rhapsody, didn't read the room.
Didn't read the room.
I think Rill was just going, fish go bloop.
Fish go bloop.
Yep,
Those aren't the lyrics.
exactly. That's why I got a 3.
Yeah, but it wasn't a nat 1. You went, go.
A 3 is still bad. A 3 is still going, go.
Rill runs away.
Figaro.
He chased after her.
It seems Rill was not really well accustomed to singing up in the air, above land, above the water.
True. Underwater?
Yeah.
Literal
It's different.
siren.
It's different when your lungs are filled with water instead of air when you're singing. It makes a whole
Yeah.
different experience.
They can't appreciate the gurgles, you know?
Yeah. Also, Snicker seems to have jumped on top of Rill since they're occupying the same square now, and she sort of just like glomps Rill up against the wall.
Roll for damage.
Grapple.
Roll for affection. 8.
Non-existent.
Would you guys like to do anything else here?
Yeah, I actually, because I didn't do it before, I'd like to attempt to cut the strings and keep a string for myself from
Good
this.
affection, loser.
You notice that all of the strings have been severed already from these puppets.
Okay. So I pick up one.
No, they're gone. They're
What?
not here anymore.
What?
The puppets lay there lifeless, with nothing connecting them and no strings on the floor.
Snicker would like to take a head of a puppet.
Looting phase is unfortunately over.
Oh. Can't just dismember them?
Nope. That was your chance during the looting phase to tell me if you wanted to affect these puppets in any way.
Alright, guys.
After resting. Wait, no, real, don't go over there! The other puppets are over there.
I killed one prior. It's dead.
But, aren't there others? There were more than one over there.
There might have been some retconning because you guys asked for it to be easier.
Well, let's find out.
No.
Real, as you go
go-
forward, you see the lifeless bodies of two puppets before you.
I don't see anything.
Yeah, you see nothing.
Oh no.
Snickers kind of
Yeah.
stays back as she doesn't want
Let's-
to fuck up again.
Let's Cecil go. Oh, click clack, click clack. Oh wait, we passed the freaking hallway. I meant to go this way. Cecil is just
Okay.
flying everywhere. Oh my god. Come on, Snickers. Let's go.
Okay, are you guys going back into the hallway?
Yeah.
Okay, then the party makes their way south. Without a word, Cecil marches forward.
Come on, I'm trying to. There we go. Damn, he's too fast. Whoa.
Snickers dashing to meet up. As you guys walk by, you see the doll just looking at all three of you. Its eyes following you.
Well, Snickers goes up to it, and when Cecil isn't looking, she gives it a hug and like tightens the hug a little.
Okay.
Holds it there for a moment, and then lets go and pats its head and follows after.
When you went to go hug it, the doll lifted its arms. And when you stopped hugging it, the doll lowered its arms.
Snickers, please. We're trying to get to one destination. Let's not go back.
First I know it's going back in the hallway.
Shush.
You also see the crumbled door over there. Just in the future, if you guys ever want to, where that doll is still the crumbled pieces of the wall. If you want to go back to the tower.
Okay.
But you guys decide to go further south, and you find yourselves in this crossing way. Just a second, I gotta bring a couple people back from the spirit realm because they weren't here the first time this was discovered.
Yes. No
you go.
parents.
Lego Batman.
Yeah.
Oh, it seems we're before you are two different paths that you come from, to the west and to the east.
Let's split up, gang. Snickers, you take west. Rill, you take east. I will go north.
What?
I will go back up north.
Snickers looks at Cecil. She's starting to think of him as a leader, but now questions his judgment.
It was a joke. That wasn't Cecil.
Questions
Gosh,
his judgment.
OOC.
Well,
She goes this way.
does anybody have a coin? Can we flip heads or tails?
I'm
Okay,
already this
Well,
way.
It seems that Snickers has gone off the face of the map already, without any abandon or any concern of where her friends were wanting to go. So we'll go to the west.
Yeah, used to it.
Oh, there she is.
Scampers over.
Just a second. So you guys went to... So you go through a couple of twisting alleys and such before you find yourselves over here. When you get in here, you hear creaking wood. You hear loud sounds off in the distance and a conversation happening up north. If anyone would like, you can roll me a perception roll.
Whoever gets the best, apply that one, okay?
3, a 7.
All about threes today, guys.
Yeah, apparently.
Luna, it's all up to you.
And 4 with a nat 1. Okay. From here, all of the sounds sort of roll into a cacophony of noise. Eerie mixtures of creaking wood, of shouting, of talking to each other. You also hear a splinter of wood off in the south. Not able to tell exactly what it was other than a scream going, "Ah!" before it quickly quiets itself and another thud pounds itself amongst the cold stone.
Whoa, I didn't mean to move that fast. Are they killing more of the puppets? Are there more puppets?
Only one way to find out.
Only one way to
No.
find out.
I don't think so. The puppets didn't make noises like what?
Clink. Clink.
Cecil, are you gonna glow again like last time?
Should I? I feel like I shouldn't in the dark.
Okay, just asking.
Clink.
As you make your way forward, Cecil, you should see someone sitting at a table in front of you, correct?
I see someone sitting at a table in front of me.
Yes. You see a more ornate wooden puppet. Its strings still going to the north, but seemingly dressed this time in more ornate clothing. A mage's clothing, actually, that you're able to tell. Even from a glance, your time with the paladins, you've dealt with mages before in the past, and although this seems to not be of any uniform you recognize, it's definitely a mage's outfit here.
Mage's outfit, guys.
Reuben?
And they
Remember?
seem to be, yes, they do seem to be moving quite erratically as they are seemingly talking to something at the other end of the table. Loud noises that you're not exactly able to make out. Vubin.
Can we get closer and listen?
Can I sneak?
Can you?
Oh yeah, can we sneak? Let's sneak.
Would you like to sneak? You just have to
Yeah.
roll sneak once you
Yeah.
get close.
You guys go ahead.
When's close? Is that close? Or is this?
I will stop you when you are here.
Okay, here I go. Where'd you say? Right here?
Right
Here?
here.
Okay.
So
Sneaky.
there, you'll need to make me a sneak roll. DC here is going to be 10 to start with.
Oh no, my
A
chances
13
are low.
passes. A 15
Oh.
passes.
I did it.
You guys, for every sneak that I give you, you're able to go 2 spaces closer to any person that you see. So you're allowed to go 2 spaces north now if you like before another sneak check.
Okay.
Okay. Now you've gone there. If you want to continue any further, you'll need to give me another stealth roll. This time it will be a 12.
Made
It
it.
seems Cade's already rolled a 13.
I rolled 15.
Okay. Wait till I give you guys the DC before you roll, otherwise you might just like be like, oh, well shit.
Sorry.
Okay, what do we go
Because
up
it's
like
going
shit
to
anyway?
increase. What?
What do we go up like shit anyway?
It can sometimes feel a little bad if like you rolled it as I'm saying or right after I say a number that's higher than it, where it's sort of like, bullshit.
It's okay. I always feel bad. That's my secret cap.
Okay. Right in
to a
front of
wall
you
there.
though, to the north, Luna, you see a fallen pillar that sort of hides you, just a little safer.
If I go this way, yeah, can I still hear them?
Yes, you can. Absolutely.
Okay, I'm just gonna.
Oh shit! There's another one over here.
There's another one.
There's another one.
Yes. On the other
Another
side,
one. Another
Luna.
one.
On the other side of the table, you see the figure that laid the doll beforehand, back in the hallway, not so long ago. This is a familiar one that when it left, or when it put down the doll and moved to the south, it seems wherever it decided to go, it ended up here. And as the same puppet, now dressed up, not in mage's clothing this time, but a royal, better to say, dress of pageantry. Not of anything like a normal Norble would wear. It seems like this was made for a show of some sort, something of like, to show the best that this person could be. And strewn all along it, tangled up and even in some of the strings, are swords coming out of the back. And it seems for right now, one of the swords has been taken out of its back and been laid on the table in front of it. It seems to be yelling back at whoever's at the other side of the table.
Can I do perception?
You can do perception.
Okay.
Are you trying to
hear
listen
what
in on
they-
the conversation?
Yeah.
A 15. Okay. A 15 will get you a little bit of smatterings of conversation between the two. You pick up on snippets of, Turkoth would never betray us. He would always know what is doing best for us. Well, another voice on the other side going, have you seen what has happened to the others? I trust in him. I believe in his science, but can only get us so far. We have to trust in Hermund. If we don't, the gargoyles will come and take over everything. Have you seen how many of us have already fallen to the stone plague as it is?
Did you spell Hermund for me?
Sure. Hermund.
Thank you.
And you get one more small spattering in response as that sword was sort of taken out of her back and placed onto the table, seemingly with no actual apparent injuries to the doll itself, but the doll still acting as if it was in pain when it lays it on the table going, do not think me against your plans purely for the fact that as a Lucinda that you stand with Hermund. I know what is best for this, and I'm willing to lay my own life on the table with it. If you will not join us, then I will go and join Turkoth myself.
Do we know that word? The Lysindras?
A Lucinda? No.
Yeah.
Lucinda as a title to you, well, you can give me a history check if you want, but I'm going to give you this freebie. You do not recognize the term Lucinda.
Not even with my nat 20.
Nope. In fact, that should be the information for you. Lucinda is a phrase you have never heard of before. Rill, if you'd like to go any further, you're going to have to give me a stealth check, this time DC 15.
No. I'm okay. okay. Above table is what I meant to say.
Yes.
Luna is talking. Luna heard talking from somebody around here, or was it this one?
That one that you see.
And then this one was the one responding?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So if I move towards Cecil, will I be able to come back to this exact same spot without having to roll stealths again?
Yes.
Okay.
You've learned your way to sort of like navigate around that space with the flat footing. You were able to see which like cobblestones are loose, which ones are sure-footed, etc.
Okay, so I would like to inform you that the wooden puppets have mentioned Turkov. One said to trust someone named Hermund because of the stone plague. They fear the gargoyle, or more of its kind. Oh, Snickers is back.
Oh, look, Snickers is back. You're right. Silently, Snickers is sort of just standing at the knee of Cecil, trying to see what his response would be in this.
Ignoring.
Okay.
I can't really... okay, so... Do we think we are going to fight these things? Huh? Surely it can't be more fighting.
Luna, with your perception roll, I can also give you this piece of information. Beyond this table, it does seem that there is a doorway to the north.
Okay.
You can see the dark, shadowy remnants of what looks to be a stone archway. To the east, you have not seen anything yet, but from your perception roll to the north, you would have seen that.
Snickers looks at Cecil, and then she points towards the table. Boom, boom, blast.
Boom, what?
Boom, boom, blast.
Blast.
Oh, I see.
She just stares at him.
What?
Boom, boom, blast.
Cecil stands there in amazement as the rest of us do.
Amazement is not the right word.
Okay.
Confused.
I'm amazed.
Yeah, just confused.
Sure.
Use your boom, boom, blast.
While they're discussing, can I do a perception roll to see if the puppets are gonna say anything other than what Snickers already heard?
Sure. Go ahead and give me a perception roll. A 20. Okay, cool.
Christ.
I can give you a little bit more then. The one on the left would, at some point in the conversation, mention that being a Lucinda means that they have to keep the fate of this realm, the fate of this world, the fate of all of its people in mind, and not play any favorites. That they will do whatever it takes to make sure that the souls of this realm live on, even if it is not in this realm. And when she says that, you will see writing appear on the walls again, stating the same poem as before. The puppets do not seem to see it, but you do. In this case, it would be the stanza of... it would be... White pearls stained by red iris. The opened oyster itself become virus. Leave your insides by the door, never trust a fox. We hold the key while you see the locks. We've risen, remnants of the isn't, stuck within a schism. Half-reflected architecture as endless carpet prisms. You hear our words, but you forget. It's up to you. Rewind the cassette.
would it be this wall that I saw them on?
It would be written on this wall. It'd be written on if I can ping it. This wall. It'd be written over here. It would be written over here. It's going all over your vision. And you see that the paint, as it's being written on, as these words are being scrawled forward amongst them, that they shimmer and they glisten, almost as if painted with blood.
Can we do a perception or perception check?
Perception check for what?
To see if they can be conversed with?
For Real's natural 20, I can give you guys this information for free. It seems that they are sort of invoked in their own conversation, and anyone breaking them from their conversation will probably deal some harsh consequences. It'll be easier to sneak around them, but also they definitely do not want to be disturbed at this moment for free. Oh, whoa, you just ran through a wall. Okay.
Oh, through a wall. Wait, where's the wall? Here.
Where the dark, black line is.
Everything's dark.
Yes, so you see that cone of vision? That's areas you can move. To the right of you, that is an actual pillar. You see a fallen pillar of marble and stone in front of you, blocking the path there.
Okay.
That's why it is dark, because it is a wall. However, it seems that there's an avenue to the south that is open, if you are trying to explore that way.
This is moving.
Yeah, he's moving. It took him a while, but he's going for it now.
I want to alert anyone. I see things.
Yes. Off in the distance, Cecil, you notice a couple of things off in the distance. You notice a shattered, splintered puppet. Another one weakened, only maintaining some of its limbs, barely holding on by one string. And right in front of it, you notice, at that point, you see the shadowy remnants of what seems to be a gargoyle, much like the one you fought before, entangled with something of a similar size. You can hear wood continuing to splinter, and grunts and growls between the two. Not a word being spoken, only an animalistic battle continuing.
Can we hear this?
Yes.
Okay.
That was the loud cacophonous sound that you guys were hearing before when you entered. Along with the splintered scream.
What's that noise? Her ears prick up and tries to get closer.
Okay. As you do.
Pressed against the wall, moving slowly.
Moving slowly. Okay, I need you to stop there then. And I'll need Snickers and Rill to give me a stealth roll. DC here is going to be 10. 1916s are totally fine. Cecil, if you'd like to continue any further, give me a stealth roll that goes above 10.
I will stay here.
Okie doke. Also, if you're worried about your heavy armor, I don't count that as a disadvantage for these, because this is like a first
I'm
dungeon.
moving on. All right, let's do this shit.
Yeah. I was worried about that you're just like, I'm not gonna do things because I'm clanking. You're fine. You can just move as you are.
Clank,
12.
clank.
Yeah, it's still above 10, so you're fine to move on. You guys can move up 2 squares further.
You already?
Okay. Cecil, you see some of the silhouettes starting to appear before you of what seems to be a large wooden golem. It's hard to make out in this light exactly what it looks like, but you can definitely tell it's of massive size, and the splintering wood, along with the cracking stone, doesn't foretell any good signs between it. Would you like to go any further?
Yeah. Well, I want to go like this.
Okay. There, you're going to be starting to climb over some rocks. You're not going to roll any extra stealth for that, but basically, like if you were fighting there, that'd be a half movement speed.
I will carefully maneuver over the rocks.
You carefully maneuver over some of the rocks, making sure not to make a sound, and as you get onto the other side, you notice another small avenue of light appear itself, and there seems to be some wooden storage boxes.
Oh, we gotta check these wood. Oh, but they're right there. Can I stealthily attempt?
You are
to
out
look
of their
through these?
stealth range right now, so yes, you can do an investigation for me. If you try and investigate more than one box, you're gonna have to do a stealth roll of a DC 10, but you can do one at least for free.
You said roll investigation?
Yep.
I'm not good at that. Oh, well, I guess I am.
I'm not good at that. Well, there's my 17. Just a second. I need to take a quick sip. In there, you find 2 potions of greater healing. You also find a couple of manuals and tomes about construction, arcane arts, and more specifically on plagues and their various ways of quarantining. Sort of coiled beneath the potions once you finally get to them and put them in your pocket or your bag in storage. You notice sort of the remnants of a journal. Not anything of like an official entry, but it seems to be mentioning plans of someone named Hermund, and that it was his idea to make the tower. It was his idea to light the beacon.
Beacon? Okay, I would like to quietly tell the others about this. Share the knowledge.
Can we be shuffling through the boxes, investigating ourselves while he's also?
If you are going through the other box, I will need a stealth check, because now there is compounded noise
Okay.
of shuffling. DC's 10.
And I'm shuffling.
15? You're totally
we
fine.
are rolling.
Yeah, you going for it. Y'all sneaky today. So, go ahead and give me, you're looking through the other box that Cecil was not looking through, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Now you can give me an investigation roll. 19? Okay. You're able to find, in there, you are able to find 2 iron daggers, as well as, actually, you're able to find a very interesting thing in here. You find a capsule that looks eerily familiar to something you've seen before. Just a second, I'm going to give it as a token, and you guys are going to see what it looks like.
Cue Legend of Zelda item obtained music, please.
You find this capsule here. That should be visible to all you guys, right?
Oh yeah.
Right.
It is one with 3 eyeballs floating in a red liquid on the left, and 1 eyeball floating on the right. Give me a perception roll as you see it.
Like all of us?
No, just, all right, yeah, sure. Because she would have shown you all.
Okay.
I am very perceptive.
He's busy looking, Cecil's busy looking at his own shit.
What's a perception?
Luna would have been the... What's a perception? Luna, you would have been the only one to notice this. The eyes are half wood, half organic. It seems from the back end of where the cornea rests, wooden grains seem to be taking over the rest of the eye. Splinters wrapping themselves, coiling around the organic tissue that rests within. The pupil, meanwhile, looks directly at you.
Well, I mean, Snicker takes it.
Okay.
Was there any of the concoction, the potion around the box?
Yes. Sorry, I was getting to that. You see some bottled green bubbling liquid. Even in its bottled state, it seems to be constantly at a boil.
Okay.
And now that you guys have found that, just a second, give me, while you guys are thinking about that, thinking what you're doing, I need to go back to another screen because you have found that piece.
Thanks.
Good on you guys. Found the piece of the puzzle. Oh, I'm sorry. No, that one you did not find the 3 and 1. You found the 3 and 0. So the one on the right-hand side would have actually been a purple liquid that has no eyeballs in it.
Do I still find the 2 daggers?
Yes, you still find the 2 iron daggers.
Okay. Snickers goes up to Cecil. These they're potions, and lifts the daggers up to him. Trade?
Cecil looks down and says, I have no use for daggers.
Snickers tilts her head at him, wondering, and then looks at his hands and points in with one of the daggers and asks, like, what was that earlier?
Cecil rubs his hand and says, just paladin power.
But you don't have any friends.
Whoa, what? Whoa. Paladin power. But you don't have friends?
Yeah, how can you have paladin power without pals?
Oh. Never mind. Snickers went the opposite way.
Alright, goodbye everyone.
He actually...
Real, in the meantime, would like to scavenge in here.
On the line.
Euro. When Cecil tells this sentence, before any recommendations of paladins, you feel your mask shake at your hip. It's a subtle shake, and one that you can easily ignore if you so wish, but you do notice it.
Yeah, I'm gonna ignore that.
Okay.
Can I do an investigation to see what else I can find in here?
Sure thing. Go and roll me that investigation. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing in there. Cecil already cleaned it out anyways.
Okay, I want to try the other one.
Okay, sure thing. Yep, it's picked clean.
Dang it. Nothing for fish.
Just because you roll high, just remember that doesn't always mean you get the thing.
Snickers goes to Real. I was like, no, Real, I don't need these. And she hands her the daggers.
Real takes one and leaves the other to Snickers.
Oh,
Half and half.
okay.
These daggers deal 1d6 plus 1 damage.
It's like friendship rings, but with daggers.
But with daggers!
Friendship weapons?
Snickers looks at Cecil, then looks back at Real. Friendship.
Bitch almost gets us killed and then wants to give out friendship daggers.
Snickers looks back at the one who didn't get them almost killed and is like, rude. Won't even take my friendship daggers.
Incredible.
Anyways, I throw my dagger at the giant golem.
Oh my god.
Yeah. For
What
fun,
did you-
lol. So quirky, by the way.
What did you say the dagger was? 1d
It is
what?
1d6 plus 1.
Thank you.
You can also tell as you take this dagger, Rill, that the hilt of it is made of ash wood. And as you take the dagger, you hear off in the distance more splintering wood. It seems that however this fight is going, it seems stone may be wood.
Okay. Question: was this the gargoyle that was like wrapped by wood?
Oh, just a second. That gargoyle was currently engrossed in a battle between a wooden golem that Cecil was able to see.
But it was this right here.
Yep, it was that one.
Oh, okay.
As that happens, just a second. I need to... Okay.
What are these dolls doing?
Well, one of them seems broken and splintered on the ground, its parts strewn across the table. The other one, on the southern end, seems to barely be holding on, most of its limbs blasted off, with it holding on to one string. It seems to be using that one-stringed limb to slowly crawl along the table and start gathering its various parts.
Can I roll to see how well the golem is holding up against the gargoyle?
Sure.
What do I roll?
Perception. Although I did sort of just give a hint of it beforehand, and I'm going to tell you the same thing.
Then never mind.
One string.
No, not that one. It was the... You hear more wood splintering. It seems, however, this fight is going, stone is beating wood.
Do you think we have to choose between wood and stone?
Guys, hear me out. This sounds crazy. But what if we help the wooden golem? Maybe that'll get the puppets on our side.
The puppets that attack us on sight? Well, maybe.
I like the gargoyles more.
I'm not being the tiebreaker.
I just...
It seems you are.
It was a theory. I'm not saying we have to help them or not. I just want to get your opinion.
The gargoyles seem more strong. We should help the stronger one.
We hardly know anything about the gargoyle. What if it likes to eat fish? What if it likes to eat small yoles? And paladins?
Paladins are
Glowworm
too salty
paladin.
for that.
They definitely seem to be.
Wouldn't the fish be too salty? Snickers asked. Because it's from the ocean?
If anything, I'd be too dry. I've been out of the water for quite a while. I'm a sardine.
I'm a sardine.
Sardine.
Isn't that more salty?
Oh no, I've never had sardines.
Sardines are extremely salty.
Oh, disgusting.
Dried salt. So Cecil wants to do nothing. Real wants to help wood. I think stone better.
Or do we just continue?
Go.
There was something up this way.
You mean past the big scary knife person?
Because this isn't scary. Okay.
Well,
To be fair, you guys haven't even gone enough forward to actually see what it's really fighting yet. You just know that you hear the wood splintering and that Cecil saw the silhouette of what could only be a golem.
Well then fuck it, everybody, let's try and stealth.
Right. Can I do a sleight of hand check?
For what?
I'm gonna steal a potion off of Cecil.
For interpersonal things like that, Cecil has to allow that, and he can set the DC.
No.
Okay.
I
He walks out of my
refuse.
range. Okay, walking forward. Yeah.
Continue walking forward then.
Yeah.
And there, you're gonna have to stop, and you're gonna have to give me a stealth check of 12. No, 14. 14 at that point.
Hugging the wall, do I have to?
Natural 20. No, Cecil, you're perfectly fine.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay,
See,
Kate is
nerds.
able to naturally stay stealthed up with everything. Unfortunately, Luna, you've gotten a little too close to danger again.
Yep.
And you hear, well, okay, Rill, you don't just get to walk up to it. You
You
don't.
said two spaces, so I did.
Okay,
But-
okay. Just a second, that was between the other things. Just
Yeah,
hold on
I'm
for a
dying.
second. As well as I'm still resolving things, okay? Sheesh. Luna. Luna, you've gotten a little too close to danger again here. And you see the silhouette of this large, immense wooden golem come to light. Sinking through, or sort of arriving through the darkness of your vision. And while it's encompassed with this wooden gargoyle, it doesn't seem to notice you. But the stone gargoyle, on the other hand, its eyes dart to your direction. And although it doesn't say anything, you see its stony lips crack as they pull apart before they finally say, "Another pebble." And
He's
its arm,
friendly, guys.
Did you say pebble?
yes,
Yeah,
pebble.
he said another pebble.
Oof.
And I need to make one last. Wait.
Well, I agree with you now. I think we should help the wood.
Oh my god, Snickers!
16.
You were
Is a
supposed to speak.
And you see the gargoyle pour itself, its form becoming less structured, and instead start encompassing the wood. It buries its arm deep within the wooden golem's chest, and you hear splinters upon splinters as they crack and explode. But for the wooden golem's form shatters in twain, and stone overtakes it. It freezes in place, a new statue for this place, as it dies. And the wooden gargoyle looks to you, Luna.
No.
Snickers. And it will take a step forward. And it will reach its small, diminutive head perched atop its massive, gargantuan form, rebuilding itself from its new kill. As it leans down to you and says, "Tossed this pebble at my doorstep."
Can you...
Real still hasn't been seen, right?
No,
Will
Real has
ran
not been
away.
seen. Real has not been seen.
Okay.
Also, if that's a bad voice, I can do a different one for you
That's
guys.
fine.
You guys were able to hear?
Can you just lower the opacity or something on it? I'm not sure.
The opacity.
Well, I'm not sure.
Hello, this is a lower opacity.
Yes, that's better.
Okay.
Tackle.
And you said, and it said, who is this pebble, right?
Tossed this pebble to my doorstep.
Cecil would like to look, like try to make eye contact with Rill. Is Rill looking
That's up to Rill.
this direction?
What?
Cecil is trying to make eye contact with you.
Okay, I'm right there, right? I'm as hidden in the shadows as I can possibly be.
Yep, you're totally hidden.
Okay, I'm looking at Cecil, and I'm looking at Snickers, and I'm looking at Cecil.
Okay,
Panicking.
Cecil points at Snickers, and then stops pointing, and then points at the exit from where we came from, and then just kind of shrugs.
Okay, from right here, am I able to see anything about the golem? Like, did he leave anything behind that could
This wooden
distract?
golem is now a stone statue. Its edifice split in two. What were wooden beams, shafts of foundations of a corporeal form, have now been turned into granite, cold stone.
I heard Oedipus and Shaft.
Oh my god. Yeah. Snickers talk to him.
Edifice, not Oedipus.
Close enough.
Can Snickers
sorry.
talk to him?
Yeah, yes. No, he peered his head down to you talking.
Okay, well, while the other two are panicking in the back, Snickers
Not
also
panicking.
panics. Snickers also panics
I
and
am.
like pats around her and pulls out the gargoyle fang from Karax
Oh.
and presents it to this gargoyle. And it's like,
You are cutting out.
fang that she looted last time and says, from Karax.
You're
You
still cutting
could-
out a lot for me.
So Luna, Snickers is taking out the fang
Okay.
from the last gargoyle.
Yes.
And like
And she was
rubbing it in
saying
his face or
something.
some shit. What are you
No,
doing?
she's saying she's presenting like this is from Karax. Same tribe, same herd.
Oh,
Wait a
okay.
Oh, smart
Fun
thinking.
Killed your
seeing-
friend.
Yeah. Killed your friend, Smiley. Can we be friends?
He doesn't know
There can
that.
only be one friend. No, it'd just be funny if that's her reasoning for it. Like, same tribe? I killed it.
More trophy.
No.
You see the cold stone of its lips crackle into a smile. And it, instead of just bending down, you see it fully sit now before you, still towering a good 10 feet tall, even while seated above you, Snickers. And as it peers down from on high, it reaches out its hand to take the fang. Do you put it in its hand?
Yes, she puts it in his hand.
As you put it into its hand, the gargoyle takes it and gently massages it into its other arm. You see the stone combine, and soon there is no more fang. There is only the gargoyle. And he looks at you and says, "To this pebble fell a mountain."
Snickers tilts her head and says, "A mountain can't be moved."
No, it cannot. But it can be tunneled through. Are you the one who did this?
Snickers
How are
sweats a
you
lot.
to know Karax?
Snickers is sweating, and she's like Carrots flew outside the tower, and was tunneled.
It's a long moment between these sort of pauses. You can see that while he's paying attention to you, his words are deliberate as he decides the next course of action of things. You can also see between each exhale, each word that he says next, him looking around to see if you are truly alone. For this moment, I will give the others a moment to do whatever their next action was. Rill and Cecil, you two seem to have been wanting to flee before this, but you do see that Snickers is now actively conversing with this gargoyle. What do you do?
Oh. Well, I'm glad you asked.
Oh no.
I continue running.
The only thing to do. What is that? Wait.
What is that? What is that DC 13, huh? What is that DC?
Why does it say DC 13? Wait, hold on.
Uh-huh.
I just want to do this. There we go. Holy shit.
Light.
I honestly didn't know there was a DC.
I didn't know there was a DC save for that. Yeah.
I guess it's never read that.
Getting flashbanged, I suppose?
Yeah. Huh. Well, I started emitting light in a 20.
Oh, it's to not be put on light in case you're trying to put something hostile on light.
No,
okay.
You fool. I'm trying to hide.
But you light yourself up?
And he just starts walking forward.
Okay. Rill, do you do anything as this light has now been turned on?
You were out of the radius, you're fine. Probably.
I don't see a light, but
So with your bright light on now, you can now see 40 feet with bright light.
Okay.
No, that's for Cecil. That shouldn't be for you guys.
Well, I don't see his light, like the shining light around him.
You have to be in that circle.
Oh. Well, I don't know.
Well, now a square, I suppose. He's a very square light.
Okay.
Square light.
Oh God. Rill stays here, not knowing if her approaching will aggravate the gargoyle, and hopes Cecil and Snickers can keep it calm.
Okay. Then, as it was choosing its next words, Cecil lights himself up and walks forward to the gargoyle. Before the gargoyle can respond, do you have any words that you want to say as you're walking up, Cecil?
No, actually no.
Okay.
He just like looks up, and it's on his sword, so he had his sword out, but he's not like, he doesn't look like he's like preparing for battle or anything. His sword is just.
It's sort of like using it as like a light source itself, not like waving around as if to attack. Got you.
Yeah.
A torch.
Yeah, like a torch. Then as you walk forward, the words that were in the gargoyle's mind quickly change shape. And it says to both of you, the pebble was cast from a stone. From a stone rock. Together, rolling against the abyss.
it? Why do you cling to the shadows?
Two sides of the same coin.
A wise penance for one trapped on one side. You pebbles, the rolling stone. Is this all there is that lays before me? Or would this stone be larger than anticipated?
Snickers looks up at it and asks, like, what are you gonna do to us? Or what's your goal?
I see there is another. Come closer to the torch of your friends.
No thanks.
Person.
I'll stand right there.
You will see the gargoyle lift its arm and push it into the stone wall right next to it and take out a chunk that is about the size of you, Rill. And it will say,
That was not a request.
Oh my god.
Boy.
Toxic.
Yeah, what the fuck?
instead of putting the stone down, you see that the stone becomes imbibed into the gargoyle, repairing some of the cracks underneath the surface.
Y'all want to fight him and die?
And he looks to you,
No.
3, and says, just a second.
This stone quickly gathers. It is no wonder why a mountain was felled. You 3, why do you enter the tower?
Real
That's
quick.
the same of you.
Real quick,
I'm sorry.
here's asks if we gather pebbles, are we like you who gathers stone? Like, because if he grabs stone, he reassembles.
Small pebble, you misunderstand. I gather stone. You are the stone.
Oh boy, we're the test subjects.
Pebbles gathered together are more than mere pebbles. You there, come back now.
Fight me now.
Why do you 3 enter this tower of wood and splinters, of silence? You 3 are the first sound to echo off these walls in centuries.
What do you mean by silence?
What do you mean by centuries?
This tower has been a battleground. We have slowly made our way, inch by stoned inch. And all that time laid silence. The only reverberations centuries. The only words that have echoed have been my master's words. His reverberations of an order long since past and long since overdue, that all shall be stone. Now I ask again, why have you entered? Has the world outside remained granite?
Lunar Euro make this witty remark.
Wait, what did he say?
Has the world outside... Oh, do you want the whole thing or the last sentence?
Just the last sentence, yeah.
Has the world outside remained granite?
It's more than just that. Stop taking the world for granted. Get it?
Snickers
Wanna
makes
get-
a scrunched up face at Cecil.
Cecil makes
Is it an actual thing you say to him?
Yeah.
Okay, roll me a... it's gonna be a persuasion check on this.
Yep. Easy. Come on!
He takes another stone out and lifts it above your head casually and says,
This is not a place for comedy, but stoic remarks. Answer candidly again, and this falls.
Healing the world with comedy. Okay. Snickers,
the stone remains above the three of you, by the way. It is as big as three of you.
Snickers looks at it and says, we're trying to stop the wood. What?
You're cutting out again, dude.
Snickers says that we're trying to stop the wood puppets.
Give me a
And then-
deception roll.
I mean, that's honest though.
Okay, if you
It
that wasn't
honest.
your original intent on coming here. That is not what you were ordered to do.
Okay.
And it will see past and say,
Though you may have battled on the shores of where my brethren have missed, that was not your original intent. Why did you come to this tower?
We're trying to stop it from building itself.
What do you gain from this information?
Also, can you turn my horn into stone?
okay, three things to deal with. Okay, we'll deal with the first, as it says, no. It will deal with the last, because the first one is the most pertinent plot forward in here. The last one, turning to stone, he will lift his hand forward as if to lay your horn into it.
Snickers puts in the tip that was wood.
Okay. You feel granite starting to overcome the wood. Soon the ashen wood has been completely turned to granite, but it doesn't stop there. It keeps forming, it keeps transforming. Now your entire, it should be your left horn, correct? Is now completely stone. But it doesn't stop there.
Oh god.
You feel some of your hair starting to turn
Snickers pulls
to
back.
cold stone granite. And after a
My
couple of
goodness.
strands, it stops. He gently pulls back his hand, and you feel stone crack as it settles back into place. And a smirk reaches painted across his face. You now have a stone horn, and the couple shards of stone on your hair are easy to shake off, though you feel if you were there for any longer, you're not sure what more would have turned. To Rill, he turns and says,
I gain information for my master to report. We have duties to upkeep, and you three are anomalies in what has been a stasis. But finally, little Pebble.
Remind me again, what was your first question? I'm sorry, I just went like through two things, and so I sort of lost train of thought. My voice hurts.
It wasn't the question. It was, we came here to stop the tower from building.
Stop the tower from rebuilding itself. Ah, perfect. Then with its smirk still painted across its face, it turns to you and says,
This tower should never be completed. If this tower completes, we lose the stone we have sought, the stone we have cracked open for ourselves for nigh on 3 centuries. If you aim to stop the tower, then you are a friend of stone.
and at that moment, you see behind you, written across the stone floor, writing itself all the way to your footsteps, seemingly unseen by the gargoyle, more words, things of statements, stanzas of the poem being written. You want to listen, you want to scheme, you want to sting, you want to smirk, you don't want to be. And other parts of the wall saying, well, this part would have been, repeat the word, repeat the word, repeat the word. The hole in your room is a hole in you. You came, and we let you in through the hole in you. You have always been here, alone, together, smiling, hurt. They glisten and shimmer with their odd textures of boiling blood, unseen by the gargoyle and only to your eyes.
And like I'm snapping, the mic doesn't pick it up.
Oh, so my mic snapped for that?
No.
He was snapping.
Yeah.
Oh, got you. You're doing some like jazz snaps.
Exactly. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Man,
Very vibey.
It should be useful if we knew that word.
Meanwhile, does anyone have anything to say?
Yeah, Rill asks who is we? Who are you referring to as we?
Who is your master?
We are the mountains that make up the range.
Sorry, one quick second. I need to get some water if I'm going to continue this voice. This fucking hurts. One quick second.
Hydrate.
Quick, Twitch viewers, Zurg needs your help.
Thoughts of free.
He needs your help. Do you know how to say hydrate in Espanol?
Go ahead and put your credit card number in the chat. Don't forget the date and those 3 silly little numbers on the back.
Those 3 silly little numbers. Actually, I want to do a quick test of something. Tell me if I'm gonna speak in a normal voice, but with this filter. How does this sound?
Good. Spooky.
Good.
It's like still
Scary.
spooky?
Yeah.
Okay,
Scary
as long as
sounds.
if it deals with spooky, scary on its own, even when I'm speaking in a normal voice, we'll just do normal voice. I'll keep it a little easier on me. But he says, we are the mountains that make up the range that will span this world and beyond. We are the divide that holds the realms in place. You have no need to know who my master is. You have but to witness and respect the mountains that divide.
Disgust cat face.
Okay.
You have already fell one mountain, and a new Carax will need to be formed. Will you 3 become the new mountain?
Oh no.
You mean sacrifice yourselves? Like a ritual? I thought this was build a golem.
I say we book it.
Are you saying this out loud? It's because he's hearing you. You are within
No.
range of him.
Above,
Oh,
above
God.
table, sorry,
Here we
sorry.
go again.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure this wasn't you guys with Terry again, where you're just like, who is this?
We're gonna introduce ourselves. This guy.
Who is this guy?
Look,
Terry,
I've learned
tell
from-
me his information. You're the database.
Yeah, totally. He's a computer. Anyways, above table, I say we
Yes.
book it.
Hold on.
Okay, here's the plan. Here's the plan. All right. I'm going to like raise this sword up, and it's going to be so bright against the darkness that you guys will just duck away, like misdirection. He'll be looking like up at the sword. And then I dispel the light, and we just run after that.
Flashbang is what you're saying.
But which way
Yeah.
do we go?
The exit we know of?
Yeah.
Wait, Snickers has one question for him.
He considers you a
actually-
friend right now, and he looks down at you and says, yes, little pebble.
I don't really want to die to become Kara, but I'd be willing to help you.
A new mountain will always be formed. If it is not your time as pebbles to roll into that mountain and form its base, it will be later on. As a stone together, you 3 already can show your purposefulness.
Yeah.
Behind me lays one more puppet, one more wooden twig, yet unsnapped. Finish it off, that I may turn it into another pebble.
Yeah, let's do this. We're the Rolling Stones. Let's go paint this thing black.
Table. I'm not sure if you're serious or you still want to do your flashbang idea.
Oh,
And he goes to the
No.
side and lets you guys pass.
let's go
Before
kill some
you-
puppets.
Before you is still that puppet laid out with one string attached to it.
But Snickers throws a dagger on the tree. Wait, actually,
Can I loot anything from this golem?
You cannot loot it this time.
Can I loot anything from that golem?
I am telling you guys this as like a quick like homie move. If you go as he wants you to go do a thing and instead you loot the giant wooden golem, that sort of looks a little sus to him. And things might take a turn. You're welcome to do it if you really want to, if you're that much of a loot goblin. But
we could loot it.
Yes, you could loot it if you so wish, but doing so will have consequences because you are currently on a task right now.
I think you should do it.
Wait. Before that, can I do a perception roll? Gauge
For what?
How hardy he is.
Okay. So that will be a martial check then, which we, correct me if I said, those should be investigation rolls, correct?
Oh no, not again.
Yeah, we're doing this thing again.
Let me confirm my notes.
Any notes?
My notes say investigation.
Yeah, I think it's investigation.
Hang on, guys. I put it in here somewhere.
Pretty sure we did this last time.
We did do this last time, and I wrote down investigation.
I'm pretty sure it's arcane.
Make arcane check? Okay.
Okay. Watch 3 episodes.
Let's go. Oh.
Dude, I still have to watch that series.
I'm almost done. Okay, maybe it was investigation. I don't know. I can't find
Investigation.
Yeah,
We're saying
what?
investigation checks. Roll me investigation if you want to try and gauge how hardy he is. 18. He's a little under his prime, but he still has some steam willing to go. He did just come from a fight.
That means he's at his weakest.
Yeah, but I just gave him a snack too.
What'd you give him?
The fucking gargoyle horn or fang.
How was that a snack?
He
You
fed on the
helped-
fangs, and he also
absorbed-
imbibed another rock.
Yeah.
You helped feed him.
Bitch, I helped him get friendly.
Run!
No, Snickers throwing the dagger at the puppet.
Y'all are such heroes. I love how Rill's like, run! Bitch, we don't talk to people, we run! Do not engage. Do not talk.
Especially
There's
after
no hesitation. Throws the dagger at the puppet. Straight.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a hit to DC. That'll be for your dagger. You're using the dagger that you got from the chest. That will be a 1d20, just straight up.
Here we go again.
We're gonna die.
No. Where's the DC?
Did you roll to hit?
No, where do I hit? Which one is that?
No, I said just because you're using the one from the chest that you just got, correct?
Oh, okay. Just roll.
Just roll a d20. A 12 hits. Now, go ahead and roll me that damage. The 1d6 plus 1. 5. Perfect. You throw a dagger. So, as you approach this being, you see the puppet slowly stepping forward, finally gathering a couple of its limbs, and it sees you three coming towards it. Its wood splinters and cracks as it tries to fling itself forward at you, and with one deft throw, you land a dagger right in its face. It crumples to the ground and dies. As it falls over, its ashen wood splinters even more so, and where its head was is now only 2 pieces of wood. The gargoyle slowly and methodically moves past you, Snickers, each thud louder as it approaches you, coming by you, and it reaches out its hand and fuses the wood together. Granite cascades over the puppet as he lifts it up and places it down firmly on its own 2 feet, a new statue laid before the table. He then goes over to the next one and does the same. The two there, now stone guardians for whatever laid at this table. He comes back and stands before you, Snickers, as he says, I knew of the three pebbles. It would be that with the bravery to approach me first that would deal the blow. You are a friend to the stone and the divide. This mountain thanks you, and if you so wish it, you may learn this mountain's name.
What's your name, Mountain?
Naukog.
Naukog.
N-A-U? N as in, I can't think of any words that begin with an N, actually.
Nautica.
Nautica, sure. Yeah.
Naukog.
Naukog. N-A-U-K-O-G.
Snickers points at herself and is like, this pebble's name is Snickers.
Oh, sorry, I'm just changing this to something else. We had that on reloop for a little bit. And he will say, Snickers, it is a pleasure to meet a pebble that will soon roll itself into something greater. For what you have done, I give thee this. And he breaks off a small portion of his wing, a small tip, and he hands it to you. Should any other mountain come across your path, offer them this in my name, and when asked if that mountain has been felled, say nay, that mountain has been climbed. And he picks you up, Snickers, and he puts you at the top of him. You now stand 20 feet tall, and from there you can see most of the room of everything that sits in here. You can see the puppets that have been broken. You can see the fallen marble pillars that were blocking your vision before, and the puppets up above that are still arguing with one another, oblivious to what has gone on here. And behind Cecil, the now split statue of the wooden golem that you can see was once a gargoyle, seemingly shifted from wood and now returned back to the stone. As you stand atop it, you realize that for the stone, it may take a while, it may take centuries, but slowly stone moves, and those that people consider to be stationary will overtake and grow larger, collect bigger things as they form themselves into something greater. And after a small while, he picks you back up and sets you back down on the ground. It was a pleasure, little pebble. Your other pebbles still have a while to gain their own momentum, but it will happen in time. For now, may the stone guide you, and may the inspect you.
Snickers nods and says, I hope to see you later, Mountain.
He nods, and he then starts going over here to inspect the new pebbles that have been made. Unmoving.
Well, now we know Snickers speaks gargoyle.
The gargoyle was speaking in common that whole time, but can vibe with gargoyles. That's a thing.
Yeah.
You
She's
vibe with this?
Yeah,
Gargoyle
man.
tamer.
Game recognizes game.
What can I say?
Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go to the other side.
Oh, leaving the other side? Okay. Are you guys going back through the passage from before?
Whoa. Can we loot this thing?
You now want to loot that.
Can we?
I can let you know it has been completely turned to stone. Anything that was on it, you would have to chisel off and will be a rock.
Luckily, I brought my chisel with me, and I am a rock collector.
It's not just a rock. It's a boulder.
It's a boulder!
The other way around. What?
Okay. Yeah, let's go the other way. By the way,
Up to the north, there are still the puppets arguing over each other, as well as the entrance to the north.
okay,
Yes?
I just wanted to note that when the gargoyle gave Snickers the wingtip, she was ecstatic. And she's like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna get to fly." And then when it picked it up, she's like, "Oh my god, this is where I'm gonna fly."
This is where I'm gonna fly.
Wait, you know what I never realized until right now? It updates in real time when you're dragging your token. So I can like click and drag my token as if I'm gonna move somewhere,
Yeah.
and I see the lighting from that position even if I haven't moved there yet.
That's crazy. That's
What
a little
the
weird.
hell?
Yeah, what the fuck, roll 20. Also, did the lights just turn off for you guys? Because they just turned off for me here.
No?
No? Then fuck what I have then. Okay, are you guys going off to the north, or are you going back to the west?
Manifest Destiny.
Okay, I will move you guys over to the west then if no one else has any complaints.
I mean, we can't get past the dolls without having to fight them, so.
Okay.
We can't get past the dolls unless we fight them.
I will reiterate, it seems that they're invoked in their own conversation, and though they do not want to be disturbed, they're focused on each other.
Can't do it.
Do it.
Okay, you guys head back over the other way, which brings you back over here. You come back out into this hallway section. Cecil darts forward to the east. Does the rest of the party follow?
Yes.
Cool. Then we will bring you guys over here to this little bend.
Just across the river bend.
Dude, okay. To try really hard not to just drag my fucking token everywhere.
Yeah.
It's like hella fucked up.
Hella, dude. Are you guys investigating anything along here with the stone paths, or nah?
Nah, bruh.
Okie dokie. Just one second then, as a loading screen commences. suddenly there's like a little pirouetting rotation of a wingtip, and it's giving a little tooltip like Skyrim does. Wow, it looks so pretty. Look at the model and everything. Oh, we loaded in. And you guys find yourselves here.
Wait a minute. Clink. Clink.
Clank.
Clank.
And give me a stop right there. As you come to this closed door, behind you stand two statues, crying blood from their eyes, and a sort of a shock of terror entrenched across their faces on either side of the hallway. In front of you, through the keyhole, you're able to make out noise of wooden creaks. It seems also you can faintly make out the sound of scribbles being written, as if on parchment. Just want to let you know that before you open the door or go further in.
Wow.
Can I press my ear against the door?
Sure, you can.
Okay. Here I am.
Okay. You hear exactly everything Cecil heard.
Rip. Thought I'd be able to hear something.
And I do an investigation roll for the statues. Snickers wants to take a closer look.
Sure. What are you exactly investigating on these statues?
The blood.
It is blood.
Yeah, but like, if you wipe it away, does more come out? Does it guzzle? Is
No.
it dried? Is it?
Although it is wet, when you wipe it away at a source, no new blood is pouring out.
Gross.
And when you wipe away what looked like the fresh blood when it is on your finger, it dries.
Gross. Are there any marks on the statue or scratches?
There are chiseled cuts into the statue itself. There are no minor scratches or anything. For the most part, the statue looks pristine, save for where there effectively is just a chunk missing out of parts of the statue.
Oh, where are the chunks missing?
So there's a part missing in that one you're looking at. There's a part missing in the right shoulder, in the left knee, and what looks to be sort of like a chunk on the right side of the stomach just taken out, as if
Oh my god.
chiseled away or sliced away.
Or eaten.
Not eaten. It is not tooth marks on it. When I say
Nom, nom,
chiseled
nom.
away, it's like big, clean cuts. Like someone just went, like as if you had like a wheel of cheese and you just went, like it's gone.
Egg. Oh gosh. Oh no, go ahead. You go.
Am I able to recognize
You recognize?
did I cut out?
Yeah, you cut out. You said, "Am I able to recognize?" And I was like, recognize what?
Oh, am I able to recognize whose statue this is?
Whose statue this is? You can give me a history roll.
Whose image it was made after?
25. It is no one you know.
When I need it the most, it doesn't count.
It seems to just be of nothing, of a face etched in torment.
Sorry, guys, I tried.
Is it female, male?
That one would be female.
Is the one I'm looking at?
The one you are looking at is more male. In appearance, at least.
What? Snickers looks at Cecil. Is like, what are you doing over there?
Nothing?
You should do something.
Okay. Walk over and look at the statue.
You
Do
see
we
a
have
statue
feedback?
also etched and broken in certain places. 2 trails of blood come from each eye. In blood. And it seems that the face before you is wretched in a horrorful mid-scream.
Gotcha. Okay. Cecil, hand on his chin, just looks fascinating.
Art. Meanwhile, scribbles can still be heard from behind the door.
Oh, Snickers shakes her head like, I didn't mean to do that. Like, to Cecil.
Okay. Cecil looks back, shrugs, and then just opens the door.
Okay. As you open the door, you will see nothing yet. I'm going to keep with your vision as you see things, but you can definitely hear movement going around inside. Though for now, at least, you seem to be fine. Ooh. As you get a little bit further, you notice a puppet silhouetted by the moonlit window. It seems that it is night right now, and this puppet is guarding something closer to the window. You don't see it yet, but I can still describe it to you. There's a large window.
That's what that is. Cecil points.
Stays put.
Cecil will get slightly closer.
Okay. You see, you're able to see that wooden puppet now completely sort of just shuffling around in place. Its wooden joints creak before you, but it doesn't seem to have noticed you. And you notice it repeating slowly to itself. Repeat the word, repeat the word, repeat the word. And then off to another stanza saying, we stand around while you dream. You use us and cut us while we beam. We hide in the stains. We eat the chains. We pierce through the retention of the grains of the brains.
Okay. Cecil's gonna walk forward.
Mm-hmm.
Very
you notice Oh, yeah?
stiffly.
And you notice another silhouette closer
Ah, shit. Where?
to the window, seemingly guarded by the puppet itself.
Oh.
The door or stairs?
That is a different part of the map that is not actually prepared. Consider that to be a wall.
Got it. Let me move
Sorry about
this way
that.
then.
Yeah. As the tapestries of wallpaper sort of just a second. Real, there's more stuff over there.
I thought it was a wall.
This one first. No, the one to the right is a wall. Then you just zoomed left.
No. I assumed we were in a box.
You are not in a box.
Whoops.
Or an empty box, I should say. There are things in front and around. In front of this window, in front of the puppet, silhouetted by the moonlight coming in, you see another, more elegant puppet. Again, garbed in what seems to be mage armor. It stands there, looking out the window. its ash wooden hand held up against the glass panes.
Alright, never mind. Fuck that. How you guys doing?
Cool. Rill, if you want to keep moving, you totally can now that I've just, described the thing. You come across a stone table over here. At this side, it seems empty, but you can hear scribbling coming off from the other end of the table, though you see nothing yet. Cecil's the first one to catch a glimpse of it. Cecil's the first one to catch a glimpse of what lays at the other end of the table. Another elegantly, more carefully constructed puppet, again in mage armor. It seems to be sitting at the desk, furiously writing. Papers upon papers that sit next to it. For now, at least, none of these seem to have noticed you yet. I will also just remind you guys, because I know we're being a little trepidatious. We're being a little Nancy Ansies right now. After the last fight, I toned everything down. Instead of the hard mode I thought you guys would be playing on, I adjusted this back to like a normal/easy mode. So like, don't be too scared.
Oh hell yeah! All right,
but also like things still can be threats, but like I just felt bad. I don't want you guys being like, we can't do anything around everything.
All right, Cecil is gonna walk up. Stiffly. And he's just gonna walk up like really close.
By that point, the puppet will have stopped writing and will be looking at you.
Okay.
And before you go for any further, it'll say, "You hear our words, but you forget. It's up to you. Rewind the cassette. And it starts stuttering on its own words before it picks up its own arms and starts and you see that the pen that it was writing with is fused into its fingers.
Okay.
And it holds it up at you, ready to strike.
Cecil says, the name of the sound. All you wish is to be crowned. Tell us, show us, imbibe us. And just looks at it.
It puts its hand down. It reaches towards some of its pages and starts shuffling through them as it still looks at you. You can tell that though there is sentience somehow, somewhere still hidden within this puppet, most of its actions are autonomous, and you can feel it straining, breaking through whatever is trying to control it as it forces itself off its autonomous path until it finally writes on a piece of paper with its pen attached to its finger, curls the ball up, and with the most of its might as it goes with a passion to grab the next piece of paper, is able to just barely chuck the paper at you with the same motion, as if it was found a way past the system. You get the piece of paper, and when you unfurl it, it says, "How do you say insane? How do you stay bloodstain? Breaking the first, the second, the third, the fourth wall, fifth wall, floor, no floor, you fall." And written amongst that as well, you see more more erratically written, "Rewind the cassette, rewind the cassette, rewind the cassette."
Okay, Cecil takes out his Sony Walkman, sponsored by the way.
Sponsored.
Hits rewind on it. Did we win?
Suddenly you hear Beastie Boys start playing back at you.
Oh yeah, intergalactic, planetary, intergalactic.
Galactic.
All right.
But for now, at the very least, it seems to not be hostile to you. hearing the words spoken back to it has changed something within it.
Okay.
It writes it on another piece of paper, throws it to you, and when you unfurl it, again, as it is sort of going through the motions, and these being sort of side effects of going through those same motions you saw as you approached it, but you unfurl the paper, and drawn on it is a crown, and an arrow pointing down. In this case, to you.
What? As Cecil looks at the paper and then back up at the puppet.
Mm-hmm.
It says, drown, clown.
The wooden fingers stop scribbling and instead start tapping incessantly on the stone table, as if it is waiting, impatiently now. Its voice picks up, going, "We hide in the stains. We eat the chains, pierce through the retention of the grains of the brains."
Repeat the word.
Repeat the word.
Alright, Cecil is gonna slowly, while still facing it, like back out into the shadows.
You'll see its no eyes, but the wooden efficacy of its head follow you, and before a while, it goes back down to its own paper, scribbling more.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, hey guys.
Oh, hey guys.
What did he throw at you?
Papers. I'm assuming I still have them.
Yes, you still have them. Also, all around you are more papers cast along the ground. As you were wading back through that left side, sorry, I should have told you as you were going back. I was sort of just going for the ambiance there. But you're wading through a bunch of other crumpled up papers. If you'd like, you can pick up some of them.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go pick up some.
Yeah.
Sure.
Snickers questions Cecil, like, wait, does it want you to be its crown prince or something?
Cecil's just gonna walk away and search through the papers.
Snickers looks at Rill, this fucking guy.
This
Never wants to answer. Never wants to answer anything.
Ooh. Also, Luna, I don't know if it's for others, but for some reason your mic's crackling for a bit for me.
It's not that smiles, but crackle.
Is that better?
Yeah, it is. Thank you. Cecil, as you go through most of the papers, a lot of them seem to be just other stanzas of the poem, rewritten, reshifted, put together in various other ways, as if it's being like glued together to find new meanings. But eventually you find one that's not the poem, and instead is another journal entry.
Oh, I want to
in
read
a
that.
different handwriting, not of whatever this puppets has been with the erratic forcefulness, but a more composed ligature. It reads, "Most of them are gone, but a few of the puppets hold strong. I endure them as much as I can. I endure them as I sacrifice my sacrifice now, while Hermund and the Lucinda finish their plans. Only a while longer. They break through most of the barriers as I sleep. I am an imperfect human, controlling these woodworked warriors. Perhaps if I find the error from my previous ways, I can remedy this. If I can just find a way to get past my own imperfections, to fight the granite wall.
Hmm. All right, just real quick.
Oh, sorry. There would actually be one more journal in there. One more journal.
Read that
in
journal
this case, yep. This one's a lesser one, but you guys would have found also the journal, starting from the composed handwriting, going to a more erratic nature, going, new puppets, more strings, hold the line, quiet for so long, but new ones echo nearby. That would have been both of the ones you found here.
Okay. Real quick, Cecil's gonna like spark in his eye, run over real quick to this one, and just say, "King."
It will repeat back at you, "King."
All right, what now?
Well, I guess that wasn't the word. Try endure.
Endure. Oh, I like king. Wait, okay. Cecil will say crown.
And it will repeat back, crown.
No, it's just repeating words. Damn it. Okay. Cecil looks at it and says, onomatopoeia.
And it will creak back, mata.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
Now what?
Oh, Snickers thinks Cecil's playing games and she wants to join in. She's like, oh, or is it repeating? Okay, Herman.
Her. And you'll see it actually. Let's see. You'll see it with a disdain in its voice say, Hermund.
You don't like that one. Turkoff?
With a smile, or what can be heard as a smile, you will hear, Tarkov.
What's Reuben?
Cade saying a character from out of character that you guys have not met.
Bepis?
Bepius?
Coca-Cola?
Bopabola. Above table, Vubin is a character that was almost met in another campaign that you guys have never met.
Oh, okay.
Vibin?
Vibin.
Oh,
Yes, you do have his journal.
dang.
What's written in his journal, though, Cade?
This campaign here.
It's a living world. It's got its stuff, you know?
This is the Zurg cinematic universe.
ZCU?
The ZCU, baby. But it seems to be happy as it says Turkoth, but a disdain when it says Hermund.
Okay, I'm gonna roll perception. Not for anything in particular, I just want to be able to roll something above a 10. Alright, good enough.
Hell yeah, dude. You see so many different pieces of paper scattered around the ground, and you're like, I know enough that I don't need to pick them up. But you perceived them.
Fantastic.
What's
It will write
what's
to
the
you again
word?
and throw it at you, Cecil, as it says, you hear our words, but you forget. It's up to you. Rewind the cassette.
Cassette. Oh, and I look at the piece of paper. Is that what the paper said, or didn't he?
That's what the
did he
piece of
say
paper
that?
said.
Oh, okay. Name of the sound.
Actually, yeah, as you read that, it would be saying the name of the sound. All you wish is to be crowned. Tell us, show us, imbibe us. It seems that whatever answer is looking for is not here.
Alright, well, Cecil's gonna walk away again. Is it a chair?
There is a chair there.
Let's sit in it.
You sit in the chair with all your new pieces of paper as Snickers goes closer to the puppet. Oh, nope, closer to you.
Wait, no. Yeah, let's make a little crown out of your paper and put it on you.
Okay. Can I roll for origami?
Sure, roll for origami. That would be a performance check. Or a dexterity, your choice.
I wanna roll for origami too.
What? It's my paper.
It is only one person doing it.
Yeah, it's my
You don't both have all the papers.
Yeah, I got the papers.
But a 15, you're able to make a decent paper crown. Amongst your paper crown and all of the folds of paper and parchment are the hastily written, scrawled words everywhere.
And that seems like the perfect place to end for the night.
Pretty much, yeah. I was seeing 11. I was gonna wait till what you guys are doing next, but it's been a couple of hours. Thanks for playing again, guys.
Yeah.
I got a gargoyle friend.
You got a gargoyle friend, and it seems Cecil found maybe a wooden puppet friend.
We're good pals, yeah.
Yeah, good pals, good pals. We love that.
We're wood versus stone all over again. All right, we got the situation. I'm Hermond and you're Tarok.
Turkoff.
Jerk off.
Jerk off. You're right. Yep.
I said Tarok. I said Tariff, like tariff.
Still the wrong name.
Yeah,
it seems Cade cannot talk anymore. I don't know what's happened to Cade, but Cade's lost their voice. Oh no.
Speak to me.
But I guess from there then, guys, we'll see where we pick up next time. Now that you guys have gotten through there. Don't, as a future thing, things have been nerfed. You guys were a little trepidatious this time, which I'm thankful for, but also, like, you don't need to be as trepidatious. I have scaled things back for you guys.
Next time I'll just start unleashing daggers.
Okay, there's a happy in-between, you know? Like, there's that in-between. You guys went from the full-on throwing daggers and pebbles at everything to the I will not interact with the world. There's a happy medium in there, you know?
There might be a medium, Zurg, but there's no happy.
Oh. Well then.
Wait.
Yes?
Yeah. We interacted a bit. We found a box. We took stuff from the box.
Yes, you found a box. That is true. What were you correcting?
We interacted with the world.
Okay, yes.
Wait.
You also interacted with the gargoyle, which I would have gotten you more, I would say, plot-wise and lore-wise, out of everything, than the box you interacted with.
No, the box was the real MVP here.
True. You're right.
2 greater potions, and 1 doesn't let me steal it from him. Anyway.
How dare she not let me steal it?
Maybe you should ask for it.
Okay. Next time.
But thanks guys for playing and everything, getting a little deeper into the story, seeing what else was there to be seen with everything.
We got Hermund's name this time.
You did get more on Hermund this time, and what seems to be a Lucinda, whatever the fuck that means.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, but thanks for playing, guys. I really do appreciate it. Sorry that
Yeah.
I mean, how was this session for you guys and everything? Was it at least like fun to go through and explore?
Yeah.
Good time.
Cool.
I love my gargoyle.
I love
Best
my
TV show.
It was funny because once you guys learn everything, it's gonna be so funny how Rill was being like, "Oh, I just want to be a gargoyle race on next campaign," and I'm sitting here sweating bullets like, In this world, that means some things. Ooh, goodness. But yeah, that's the session for this time at least. We'll talk more about when you guys are free for the next one. But for now at least, as just like a quick plug before we end everything, we have a one-shot coming up this Sunday that, Luna, you're in.
To take on a whole different character.
A whole different character. And it'll be some pirate swinging adventures, so feel free to come and join us then. See what's going on all about it. But for now at least, thanks for coming by, everybody. It was really fun playing with you guys again. It's been too long.
Yeah.
Ooh. But yeah, I'll let you guys up for the next one. We'll see where we continue off with some things. And also, if you have any like feedback for any of the sessions, things that you want to see and stuff, feel free to like message me about it. Like, I'll adjust things as they go along.
Okay.
Yeah. Coolio. For now, though, I'm gonna say goodbye to stream. Goodbye, stream. 3, 2, 1, and.